Hey guys! Welcome back to Let's Play Star Ocean 3. Last time we figured out that there were people invading, so we came to the Shrine of Kaddan in order to protect the Sacred Orb, which we kind of think is some weird advanced technology thingy. Anyway, since last time I basically just figured out what I needed to do in order to go forward. This is the wrong way, but I want to show something here first anyway. Now, getting into... I'm just going to avoid enemies for now. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to make myself a save state there, even though I probably don't need to. And we're going to go in here. Now, I want to start by apologizing for the lack of uploads last week. I had one of the most interesting weeks I've had in a while. And we have boss time, and I'll explain that in a moment. Now, if you watch here, my attacks do nothing. Now, the reason why I saved is because you can't actually damage this person or this boss at this stage. So the only way to do anything is to, run away, which of course breaks my battle gauge. I don't want to do that. So, basically, yeah, that tells you can't advance the plot just yet. You need to move forward and get a few other things for that, which means we need to head into here. Now, I know I talked about last time about whether I would be showing you me getting the map, and as you can see, I'm just going to kind of run through the entirety of the area, and after a certain event, the enemies will disappear for a little while, and that's when I'm going to get everything. Now, if you wait around long enough, you'll trigger falling rocks. Now, I didn't really show this off properly, but when doing that, there we are. This kind of popped up just now. It's kind of hard to see, but anyway, hit that, run back. Anything that kind of gets touched by a falling object usually disintegrates afterward. But anyway, once we've done that, we get access to a shop. Saint Stone. Saint Stone is very important. That is for recruiting somebody, an inventor, and you really need to get this one. One of the most important inventors in the game. Definitely get it. Now, if we go here, hit the X button, it doesn't initiate automatically, but this is a workshop that we can use. We can't transfer inventors here, but we can use our own party members to create something if we so desire. Now, if you'll recall from last time, we got some Saint Stones from those skeleton, crystalline, horse knight guys, and apparently Fate bangs a hammer a few times and we get a Saint's Amulet. Now, they don't tell you this. I don't know, maybe there's an NPC you could talk to that would explain this. I don't care. It allows you to damage the boss. I don't know why that's the case, but it is what it is. Let's see here. I don't even think I can equip it, actually. Saint's Amulet. Yeah, it's just an amulet. It doesn't have anything special with it. I think it's just kind of there. I don't think it's listed under armor. Nor accessories, maybe? No. Yeah, I think it's just a... Is it a valuable? I don't even know where it is! But it allows you to damage the boss for reasons that are never explained. Anyway, there's some other stuff we can do, but I will get pretty much the entirety of the map on my own time, so you guys aren't kind of pestered by it. I'll be going back and I'll do it. For whatever reason, this door doesn't work even from the other side, so I don't even know why it's there. Maybe to indicate that there's actually something there. You know what? Let's fight these guys. I haven't fought them yet, so... Okay. Anyway, what I wanted to mention about my strange week is... Nope, that's not what I want to do. Basically, after I wrote my exam on Monday, which this is probably getting uploaded on Monday, so not today, a week ago, I don't know if there's anything special about those enemies. They're not particularly important. We also have access to this little thing here. Get close enough, run away so they don't hit you. But yeah, after that I started building a computer for a friend of mine. And unbeknownst to me, Microsoft botched an update which resulted in me spending 3 days, like 6 hours a day, working on this system that for some reason, because of this stupid update, I could not get working. So it was basically a shit show and ate up a lot of my time. I also got called into work 5 times this week, which I was only supposed to work twice. And so the amount of time I've had to upload videos, getting back to what I was talking about earlier, has been, you know, non-existent. So that's why there's so few uploads last week there, and I do apologize for that. Now, I need to make a few changes, so give me a second. Okay, we're back. So on top of having to deal with, you know, work, more work than I wanted to, more computer time than I was expecting to spend, and, you know, aside from that, I had a few other issues. Well, not necessarily issues. You know, I had another job call me that I think they want me to come back, and I couldn't get a hold of them until the weekend, and they still haven't got back to me, so I don't know what the hell's going on. My sister got engaged, and oddly enough, the thing that's foremost in my mind right now is I just watched NXT R Evolution. Now, if you don't care about wrestling, you know, I'll try and not mention this a lot, but that was an awesome show, and it's stuck in my head right now. So if I'm like not talking or like right now not doing anything, that's the reason for that. So I went and I changed some of my setup here. Mainly, I took off critical hit from here, put on no guard, and I've also, make sure Berserk's on, obviously, as usual. I've also switched the reduce HP item over to Fate again and set him as my leader because I'm going to be needing him for the upcoming boss fight. The upcoming boss fight does have battle trophies, which is why I'm doing this. Now, I also set up her by removing protection and reflection, leaving her with power up, because that's all I want her to do in this fight, that and attack. So basically, there are battle trophies and they're very difficult to get. Specifically doing both at the same time, so I'm not going to show both of the ways you could fight them. I'm just going to show the once through, and hopefully I get a battle trophy. If not, I don't really care. But I've already kind of demonstrated how to get battle trophies. Obviously, just avoid being hit. Load up defense and protection on somebody. That's not helping. Yeah, so I want her to use power up on everyone. Would you stop that? He loves to run away, which makes it really difficult to deal damage to, which means this may not go as I want it to. And unfortunately, he runs so much that you just can't hit him, and the time battle trophy is hard to get. But he moves so fast that it's also very difficult to get the, you know, defeat him without taking any damage, because even if you hide, it's very likely that you're going to get hit as he darts around the field.
I like what I see.
That's your best bet, is to use Fate with no guard. Now, the reason why you use no guard is because if he's hit with, I think it's a 1 out of 32, or a very low amount of HP damage, he won't get interrupted from his attack, which is what I want, because if he gets interrupted, then I'll have to start all over again, and this allows me to kind of chain my sidekicks reasonably well enough. We also learned something new from Maria, Magnetic Field, which is garbage. But basically, it's what's known as cancel fodder, and basically what you would use it for, though she doesn't have any skills to make use of it now, is you put it on, say, the short range for X, and it's basically a useless skill. I don't even know why people use this as cancel fodder really, because it has such a high CP cost. I always use aiming device myself, but anyway, so there's that, and then you just put something that's got, like, say, 8 CP cost here that's going to do the bulk majority of the damage, and then just have something that doesn't cost a lot on your X attack. I'll get into that more later when we actually have ways of making use of that, but for now, let's set ourselves back up the way we were. What else do I need to change? Your item. Okay. So anyway, yeah, I'm not sure, you know, I'm kind of burnt out a little bit from the that pay-per-view that I watched, because it was just so much awesome. But hopefully I still have something to talk about today, since there definitely is a lot that we can do. Anyway, we've taken out the boss here, nothing else to do on this floor. This area is actually quite long and quite big. So let's see. If we continue to go forward, we're going to end up in an area where I'm probably going to get stuck fighting this guy, even though I don't want to. This door is locked, and it can't be opened, which is true. There's a room on the other side of this, but we can't do anything with it. Now, be careful with this guy, because he likes to dart at me, and I don't want to fight him. I can't remember if I've shown him off yet. Anyway, if I haven't, I will. I'm sure I'll get forced to fight one eventually. This door is locked. Apparently, it's a trend around here. Everything is locked. Get out of my way. So, we're basically forced to go this way. And let's just dart around here. Avoid these guys. And we got a big guy. Let's see if I can avoid him. Good. Don't want to fight you. Basically, don't want to fight anyone right now. Now, this room is kind of familiar. And this area is actually really irritating if you kind of don't know what's up around here, because, you know, there's some empty treasure chests, whoop-de-doo. But there are trigger events like that earthquake in the previous room that you just don't, you would never kind of know to figure that out unless you just happen to be in the room long enough. The one in this room, you have to stand in front of the treasure chest and hit the X button. I think that's the only way to trigger it, which is just baffling. I don't know how you would figure that out. But, you know, it is what it is. Anyway, what that does is that'll unlock this spot in the wall busting open. So, that, and now we can actually proceed with the area. So if you notice our map there, we started in the bottom left, and we're going to actually work our way back down. Okay, here, we can pick up one treasure now. If you... Stop that. If you get hit by those things, you'll get knocked down, and you'll wake up at the start of the room. The Orb of Foe Finding. I love this item. Thank you very much. Let's take a look here. Widens the enemy detection range on the minimap, so you can see enemies from a much greater distance away, which is very helpful. Okay, let's see. Let's get through these guys. Don't get hit by those, you'll get knocked down. And can't actually go out this door. Figured I could, but I guess I can't. So I'll have to do some backtracking here. Anyway, like I said, I will get the majority of the map afterward. But yeah, enemies will disappear at one point, so I forgot to make Maria my leader again. Anyway, let's avoid these guys for now, because they're not important. What has happened? Whoa. What has happened now? Don't think that one's unlocked. Woo. But something has unlocked here, yeah. This. Now go through here, which is nice. There's also, I don't think we can go the other way yet. I think that one's still locked off. Now, there's a treasure chest here that's open. That's just a trap. I believe the only one in the game, actually. Shoots a fireball at you. I don't know why. I really don't. Now, this is a dead end. And we can't actually get all of the map here. I just kind of want to show it off. There's a secondary room here featuring this dude. And no treasure. That's the door leading back to the previous room there. And that's kind of it. Yeah. No treasure, no nothing. There is something we can do here later, but we don't have the item to do it now. So anyway, I just figured I'd show that off. I'll be getting the map part from that area off screen when I get around to it there. Now, for the most part, you can just kind of run through large sections of this area. There's actually a whole part of the area that I'm going to be completely ignoring. I got two guys to fight here. It's got two at the end. If I haven't shown them off last time, I'm about to show them off now. Ow. That's not what I want. So yeah, not too much of these guys. Oh, I forgot to mention with that boss fight, the reason why I haven't brought Nell in here is because that boss absorbs all four elements: water, wind, earth, and fire. The other ones, the statues that we... whatever. The other ones that we fought to... run away. The other ones that we fought to get those items. Her aiming device inflicts confusion, by the way. But, yeah, so... What was I talking about? I am losing my train of thought very easily today. Yeah, so the weaker ones there that we fought the Saint Stones, they give us, or they're weak to all elements but water. So I guess ice blades would have been nice there, but you know, easy enough as is. I don't really care. Anyway, we got a couple of treasures here, alchemy materials, and one at the other end, which is the only reason I kind of bothered to fight those guys, because I had to get them anyway. And those ones chase after you, unlike some of them. Some of them do, some of them don't. Yeah, I don't want to fight you. You don't have to fight this one. So yeah, there you go. Now there's a door here and a door here. There are treasures on both sides of those doors. However, you can't access them yet. Again, trend, we've seen this before. And as you can see, since we can kind of destroy things now, we have a pretty good of idea how we're going to be able to get those later. However, the item we have now, the Disintegration Hammer, not particularly good, doesn't do a good enough job at destroying things, so we can't use it. So I can't get any of those items now. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get that map off screen, and I will come back for the treasure when we are able to get it. But I'm basically cutting out a big section of the map there. There's branching paths in different rooms on either side. Now here we have 4 doorways and a statue. Now if you want to avoid this, you can, and just take this way through here and you'll get warped to the other side of this. However, I want to show it off. So what we do here, whoa, I need to heal. Good thing I have someone with healing spell. I could have another person, but meh, whatever. Let's see, use any of your food items if you're trying to heal MP outside of battle. That's why I made sure to, well, actually I don't even think I did this one myself, the cold sopa, but luckily enough I've got a whole bunch of them. Very nice to have, so you don't run out of blueberries all the time, or blackberries, you won't be using them in battle. What was I doing here? I want to check my equipment. Basically what this area does is it puts you into a set of encounters where you're fighting one-on-one fights, and have to have 4 characters that can fight. Another reason to use Maria before this point, to get her a few levels. She'll be a little squishy if you don't do that ahead of time, get her a few levels before coming in here. She'll be like level 23 and just doesn't have enough HP to last. But for the most part, just make sure you have equipment going. It's not too difficult to do this regardless. So anyway, hold head high and prove thyself. This just gets us an item. So the leftmost room is, I believe, the easiest. So I'm going to send Maria over there. And I think it gets slightly more difficult. I can't actually remember. I probably don't have this in the best order, but I really don't care. My characters should be able to survive this no problem. Okay, sorry about that. I just wanted to test it out because I remember avoiding something in particular that was just really tedious, and, well, basically what I did, as you can see there on the right side there, I've swapped Fate and Cliff around, so once that's done, you're good to go. For the most part, your choices don't matter too much. Cliff doesn't do well in the 3rd fight, and Fate doesn't do well in the last fight, mainly due to the enemy's size and, let's face, immunity to Hammer of Might for some reason.
Okay, guys.
Anyway,
let's do it. Scatter.
Basically, don't worry too much about this guy. Oops. Ow! Yeah, don't worry too much about him. Just kind of back off as you need to. He dies soon enough. Ow! Unfortunately, not nearly as easily as it was in my test run a second ago there. There's not too much to these fights. Basically, what this does is it just gets you 1 item at the end, which is mildly useful. I think actually an upcoming boss fight is somewhat useful. Careful, this guy's pretty fast. Really and I have her attack set to close range. So, yeah. Not helping. Can I move, please? Thank you. Unfortunately, because it's set to close range, the short range seems to be really tedious. It doesn't want me to do it from far range. I should have had hers on long range.
I thought
but,
we were in
oh well.
for a challenge.
Anyway, we get that. the one thing to worry about in here is when you're fighting with Cliff, and hopefully you don't get your bonus gauge broken if you have one running. This guy is for some reason immune to Hammer of Might. I don't know.
No problem.
Basically, bring in Fate here, and he sidekicks everything to death, just like he always does. Yeah, not too much to it. Then again, he sidekicks everything to death, regardless of who it is. Unfortunately, the one in the fourth room tends to be, or he's too small, and Fate tends to miss him. So I haven't actually tested out Cliff in this fight.
You're wasting my time.
Ow! Apparently he's no good here either. So let's just fury our way to victory here. Use this a fury, and hopefully you go down. Use that. Ooh. Oh, that was easy. Yeah, they're not meant to be super difficult or anything like that. They all give the same amount of experience, so I guess that's good. For my OCD anyway. Anyway, if you defeat all your fights, you get an anti-stone amulet. Yay! Yeah, that's pretty much it. If you decided to take the alternate route, it's right here. It just goes from there to there. Yeah, that's it. That's all. So, anyway, that's going to do it for this episode. I think next section takes a little while to get through. So, anyway, that's all for this one, and I'll see you guys next time.